So the beginning of this episode was pretty interesting, and some information I feel like it was swept on the rug a little too fast. For to me, in my opinion, it felt like it was very important info. So I keep thinking they're twins, but they're not twins. Every time. You won't believe the number of times I was about to call them twins, and I was about to do it right just now, but they're not twins. If we're not thinking of tiger, animal like humanoid creatures, I always think of twins, tiger twins, the Jackie Chan talismans, But no, they're not twins. We know they're not twins. But they are related to the king, because the king's sister the entire time was their mother. Or that's the thing I'm getting at right here. It was their mother. So their mother married someone from Silkbelt and gave birth to them, but she was very sick and ends up dying anyways. If only the king knew that she was still alive. If only he knew if he was still alive back then. I wonder if he would still remain a great hero that he once was, or something, if he knew someone from his past lineage was still alive. But seeing the siblings now, he's slowly starting to become less and less of a jerk. Because let's think about this. Throughout season 1, mainly just season 1, because he didn't really show up in season 2, we did not care for the king. The king was just this dude who was spoiling his older daughter, who was an entire big brat, and we could not stand him. Not as much as we didn't stand, I forgot her name already. It's been so long time since we've seen the older sister and stuff. So, and we all know her name. What her name is that he's been kind of an annoying dude, and later on, we found out the reason why he became an annoying dude. And he was once this great hero, but he lost all motivation when his sister was missing. He will resume dead, which technically is true. She is dead. But she had a family. She had children. And unironically, the shield hero has returned the children to him. That's very ironic, in my opinion. He can't stand the shield hero for the past shield hero's actions. And he also lost who he was because of him missing his sister. But yet here comes Nafumi bringing up both siblings towards him. And now I feel like he found some spark that's slowly igniting within him as time goes on. So I wonder if this is going to lead to anything very interesting down the road. I'm hoping so, because I want to see how great this dude truly was back then. Especially him being the staff hero and everything. I wonder if he fought like Donatello from Ninja Turtles, the guy with the staff, or Son Goku and stuff, the Monkey King with the staff. That would be pretty interesting. I'm hoping so. We did see a taste of him using some magic, so the guy knows some magic. But anyways, he is satisfied knowing that he has relatives that are still alive and well, despite everything. This will probably let him feel less anger towards the shield hero as time goes on. Now, on to the next plan is planning what to do to get to Q10 level, and who to bring, and stuff. But you gotta be very careful, because last time, their hero weapons did not work against these guys. But that didn't matter. It didn't matter just to a certain someone, because apparently there has been no attacks lately on the village. And that's because Motoyatsu. Yes, freaking Motoyatsu is just still being weird. Think about it. Ren and Iski are still training to get over their curse and stuff in order to truly evolve again and get back to being strong. But it's taking some time. But then you got Motoyatsu up here, just going around, just beating them up. Such motivation and vigor. Like, this dude is just charged. And he's non-stop. He's just training on his own, just full on strong. Now, I really wish that they would animate the Motoyatsu spin-off. Because a friend of mine at work loves the Motoyatsu spin-off and everything. He loves reading it. Anyways, it ended not so long ago. But what happened was when Mobiyasu died, he was pretty much brought back in a certain time point where he decides to help out Nafumi and collect Folio and stuff. But however, there was no Philo around, so he kept going back and back over and over again in order to make things right. And now here he is in his current time where he belongs, helping out Nafumi from a distance and stuff. And apparently he's gotten really, really powerful. So now Nafumi and the gang are on their way to Kutenlo. They pretty much brought the same amount of people, except for they brought some new ones. They brought Iski and Risha, and of course, they surprisingly brought the blacksmith. With the blacksmith, when you looked at the weapons that the enemy had, apparently they were weapons that his master had made. And his master is so good that he's able to make weapons that can fight against the cardinal heroes. Now that's pretty interesting to be that kind of good. So this dude himself was already great. And plus he was a former adventurer. That also comes in handy as well. So they're on their way in, and there are some tricks that they need to use in order to make sure they're not lost and stay clear of the great water dragon that protects Kutenlo by sea. But as you know what would happen, these guys were always spying on them the entire time. Mainly Raptilia, anyways. That's who they're really after. Because they don't want Raptilia coming back to take the throne by any means necessary. So they're doing everything they can. They're even freaking kamikazing themselves. I mean, they lifting a bomb and saying, "For the great emperor," and just blowing themselves up. Like, these are the kind of guys that people had to fight during World War II and probably during the Iraq War as well. People who weren't afraid to die for the sake of their land and, of course, the sake of their cause as well. It is really hard to fight an enemy against that. An enemy where you have to keep your distance and have a good long-range weapon, because those kind of guys will do any trick it means to win by any means necessary. They have honor, but their cause is more important than themselves, so they're willing to do whatever it takes to take you down. If it means by blowing the thing up. And they're beating up the enemies. It took some time to adjust, but of course they were attacked anyways by the water dragon. The water dragon left pretty much a warning, pretty much telling how they were able to get the weapons, what caused everything, and a piece of their goal. I would say a piece, not the whole thing, but just a piece. But after that, they were separated from the other people, but they were able to make it to Kutenlo. And of course, it looked what you expect to see. The first thing you see is a Sakura cherry blossom tree. Of course you did. Every time it's the beginning of the school year, you see nothing but Sakura cherry blossom trees. Now in anime, you see that a lot now. I guess that's just how it is. They plant them up there as tradition, I guess. I've seen some here. I wonder the Genoa article would look like over there. That would be nice. Anyways, they have made it to Kutenlo officially. What challenges lie for them there? And what is this ruler is like, what is their goal? Why they're so afraid of Raptilia? Can I just immediately talk things out and see what's happening? But I'm pretty sure if they told them, "Hey, I don't want to take over this place. I just want y'all to leave me alone. I vow to never take this place. I want to. I'll sign any contract that I have to." But again, maybe it's too late for that because she did put on the dress after all. So that already shows that some contracts have already been breached. But she didn't know, but who cares? Contracts still breached. So I guess it sucks to suck, I guess. But it never hurts to try. So anyways, that's all we got for that. I am excited to see this new art, see how things are. We've already seen, I guess, in a way, a form of Chinese culture within this world, thanks to the Tiger siblings. And now we're about to see some of the Japanese culture, which we kind of saw in another world that they went to from season 2. We're about to see it how it's like in this world now. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like. So that being said, that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, course, hit this bell icon to set up the background on anime. Signing out.